30 days of Jiu Jitsu. Why? To answer this question, I need to rewind to the beginning of 2019. I was 22 years old, about to graduate university, and go on to build the career of my dreams. Now I'm 24, and I'm feeling a little stuck. There were so many things I wanted to learn and accomplish by now, and here I am 2 years later, feeling like I'm in the same place. Over the pandemic, my comfort zone has gotten smaller and smaller, and I decided it's finally time to expand it. Which brings us here. I started doing martial arts as a teenager, and I've trained on and off since then. I've learned different striking styles over the years and thrown some acrobatics and weapons here and there, but I never got into jiu-jitsu. I put it off for years because, well, I hate losing and doing things I'm not immediately good at. But after getting sucked into a jiu-jitsu black hole on the internet, I decided that it was finally time to swallow my pride and try it out. At the end of this challenge, I'm going to compare my rolling from my first day to my last to see how much progress I can make in just 30 days. My challenge started at a gym called Surf and Roll in the Dominican Republic. This is Bryant, a brown belt and the head coach of the gym. When I got there, I was told that there was no class but an open mat, so I pretty much just got thrown in there. Bryant was going incredibly easy on me, but I still had no idea what to do. I was just trying to move and figure out what was happening. For the record, I do not recommend starting off your training with open mat. It can be a little discouraging. I've always felt empowered by martial arts. It made me feel strong and confident growing up, and jiu-jitsu did the opposite for me. It was incredibly humbling. As someone who's been known as a perfectionist and an overly competitive person, I had to make a pretty big adjustment. I started to get out of my head and just move, kind of figuring it out as I went along, which ended up really working for me. I slept for 11 hours. Everything in my body hurts right now. I have so many bruises on my shins, on my hands, my forearms, my ribs. I'm just feeling exhausted.
I just got back from class and it was so much fun. I finally got to roll with women, which is what I've been waiting for. It's been super hard on my body to just roll with a bunch of guys who have a lot of weight on me. So finally getting to roll with people my size has made all the difference. And I'm excited for the next class.
I hit a little bump in the road when I discovered something that I could not do. I couldn't figure out how to roll over my shoulder. It just felt so unnatural to me. So I went to open mat and I practiced for about an hour until I was starting to get it down. I also discovered the struggle of mat burn. I had about 8 open cuts on my feet and on my knees from rolling, which continued to reopen throughout the challenge. Putting rubbing alcohol on cuts that have reopened about 5 times is not fun. I spent most of week 3 drilling the basics, but I also had the opportunity to roll with a few people and ended up landing some submissions. But while trying to do that, I also put myself in some bad positions, and I had to figure out how to escape and also learn from it moving forward so it doesn't happen again. On day 27, a series of unfortunate events began to unfold. I went to open mat on the beach and ended up getting heel kicked in the spine by a very large man. It sucks. Then I noticed that my mat burns were pretty badly infected, and to top it all off, I got food poisoning. I wasn't able to do much after. I kind of just had to sit on the sidelines and watch. Things obviously didn't go according to plan, but thankfully the day before I recorded 3 rolls, 2 with beginners and 1 with my coach, which I'm going to use as my final results.
Let's see how it goes.
Before anyone says anything, I know my coach was going easy on me here. He was really just allowing me to work. But I do think he was putting a lot more pressure on me than he was in the beginning, which I'll take as a sign of progress. I got a lot out of this challenge, mainly a new obsession, but something that I'm really grateful for and I wasn't expecting was a community. Everybody was so friendly and kind and really eager to help me learn. I made some friends and I had so many amazing experiences that wouldn't have been possible if I didn't step outside of my comfort zone and try something new. So if there's anything you've been wanting to do, whether it be jujitsu, dance, or even making videos, don't waste any more time. You'd be surprised by what can happen when you give yourself a chance to fail. That is the end of the challenge. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I'll be doing more of these challenges moving forward, so feel free to comment with any suggestions you have. See you in the next one.
Do it! I can't do it!
Yeah, it sounded bad, but you did it right though.